I'm really excited to talk today about the Peaceful Money Club. It's going to be starting in March of 2024 for the people who join the Inner Circle group. The Inner Circle, it's like a mastermind version where we get to have a group setting, we dive in, you get to have one-to-one access to me, and you get to be with a community of other like-minded individuals who are on a very similar journey. What is the Peaceful Money Club? The Peaceful Money Club is a program that I created so I could have a space for myself to really focus on my personal health and wealth goals. And so I could help other women and other people focus on their own personal health and wealth goals. I've been a business coach for a while, and something that I've noticed is that your personal life and your health have a detrimental impact on the success of your business and your finances. So, if we want to be successful in our business or just in life in general, we need to be putting our health and our personal values first. And we need to get really clear on what those are. That's why I created this program. I was feeling really stuck. I felt like I was in a space where I had been putting growing my business before my own health. And I realized that I still wasn't seeing the money that I wanted to see, even though I was bringing it in, the income was coming in, it was all gone. It was like, where is it going? And it was because I had my priorities straight, I didn't have my values straight, and I didn't understand how to have a really nice cash flow, how to manage the money, how to put my value, my self-value, my own worth above hiring out a really big team, getting all the fancy systems and processes. And I think that's something a lot of business owners and a lot of people struggle with. When we start making good money, we're like, oh, okay, cool. Now I have money, so I can just get all of these things. But what we forget is we need to invest in ourselves first, our health, our sleep. So when I realized that this was not aligned, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to reframe this. And that's how the Peaceful Money Club was born. I actually had been meditating for an entire year. And every time I would meditate, I would say, peaceful money. I would say, I want peaceful money. I want peaceful wealth. I want my wealth to feel really good. I want it to feel peaceful. I want it to feel aligned. And I kept meditating for a year and a half, 2 years, saying peaceful money. And then one day I realized, oh my gosh, that's what this course needs to be. That's what this is. This is what I'm creating. I'm creating the Peaceful Money Club. And it was really born out of my own need for it, my own want for it, and recognizing that this is something a lot of other people need. We need to be putting ourselves first. We need to be taking charge of our health. We need to see all of this success, all of these goals, all of these big visions we have as an entire multidimensional goal, not just, okay, I'm going to focus on my wealth. I'm going to focus on my health and my personal life and my relationships. I'm going to put them all in their own little neat, tidy boxes and they're all separate. When in reality, they're all completely intertwined and you really can't have one without the other. And it's funny because people are like, oh, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have everything. But the way to have it all, the way to have success in one area is to truly focus on all areas. And when you focus on all areas, they come together and they multiply. Health as well. When you're focusing on your health, you become more wealthy. When you're focusing on your sleep, you have more clarity. You're able to work smarter, not harder. We don't need to stay up till 3 a.m, which is something I was totally guilty of doing in the past. And it's like against my religion now. I will not go to bed late. You could not pay me to stay up late. I will not do it. It just won't happen. In order to make those habits and get to a place where I could have these really clear boundaries with myself and get the sleep that I need and still bring in the income that I need, I had to get clear. I had to get really self-aware. I had to be very strict with the time that I had, and I needed to know myself. So I couldn't be like, oh yeah, I could take on 10 clients this month. Instead, I had to say, I can take on 2 to 3 clients this month, and then I can take on 2 to 3 clients next month. It doesn't matter if you're a business owner. It just like, even if you're a mom at home managing the finances, you still need to be putting your health first. I remember somebody asked me this. She said, oh, what is your priorities in order? And I said, oh, it's my family, then my work, then me, then like my friends. And she was like, how are you going to have energy to take care of your family if you're putting you at the bottom of your list of priorities? And that was a huge wake up call for me because I was like, oh, wait, I have to be priority one. I have to be the one at the top of my priority list. I need to make sure that I'm taking care of my health and getting my sleep and doing the things that I need for myself. I think that comes from a lot of self-worth. We need to really train ourselves if it's not something that comes naturally to own our own self-worth and put ourselves first and say, "Hey, I'm going to take care of myself so I can be a better mom. So I can be a better business owner, so I can be a better partner, so I can be a better human being, so I can live a happy life, so I can have all of the things that I want." Because I can't give my energy, I can't give myself to all of these areas if I'm not full, if the tank is empty. As women, it's something we really need to learn and train and do. So, when you go into the program, we start with phase one. And if you're in the inner circle, it's in month one and month two. And phase one is financial awareness. We start with just getting so clear. So we're doing meditation, we're tracking our life and seeing where we're putting our energy and how much time we're spending in certain areas. And we're also starting to build a wealthy mindset. We're focusing on compounding goals. We're really understanding the power of compounding goals and compounding interest all at the same time. So there's compounding in your wealth, there's compounding in your health, there's compounding in your relationships. And we are working through workbooks. We're creating these little daily habits. And it's not like an overwhelming amount of work. We pick realistic goals that we can accomplish, and we pick timelines that we can really manage. And we don't break down and punish ourselves when it's not perfect. Instead, we learn and we move forward. And having a community and a coach to help you through that process is incredibly helpful. So we pick this personal goal, we pick this financial goal, we pick this health goal, and we focus on these goals throughout the program. So we're really focusing on all areas of the self, of the human, and watching as they build upon each other. And it's not like perfectly balanced 24/7, although I'd love it if it was. But we figure out a way to get it to the point where we feel very balanced, where we feel holistic, where we feel whole. So, phase one, again, we're focusing on self awareness, creating a wealthy mindset, compounding goals, and compounding goals in your health, wealth, and personal life. And then we're also doing the workbook exercises 5 to 10 minutes a day max. And then we also have a monthly finance accountability call. And I love this call because we sit down around the first of the month and we're going to be just doing our finances together. It's a co working time. It's also a time for you to ask questions. And I think it's really powerful to be in a space where everyone is just working on their budget, working on their finances. And it's really important to do that once a month. I used to think you got to do it once a week, you got to be on top of it every single day. But the reality is just do it once a month. Just make sure everything's on track once a month and then put it aside. We don't need to add extra anxiety, extra stress. And then we have a co-working goals call. And I love the co-working goals call. It's a really powerful goal because during that time, you get to have this slot of time to focus on whichever goal, be it health, wealth, or your personal life that you want to focus on. The only catch is that you have to focus on a goal and you have to have what you're working on be directly tied to that goal. And again, it's a space where you can ask me questions, talk to the group, and it's really powerful to have a community of people working with you and processing with you. We're also going to a live group call that goes into the entire topic of financial awareness. There is the course calls, but I like to have a live group lesson where I'm teaching you the things that I'm learning and where we can really talk about whatever it is that we're struggling with. And it's a very powerful call. Another thing that happens in the first phase is we have your one-to-one mind mapping call. And this call is with you and me. It's a really powerful because we don't have it until the second month. Because during the first month, I want you to get really clear of where you're putting your time, where you're putting your energy, and what your goals for this program are. And that way, when we have our one-to-one call, you already have some of these answers. You're definitely starting to get aware, and we can sit down and we can make an entire map. It's a literal map. You get the map afterwards of your life, your goals, and how they all feed into each other, how they integrate with each other, where we need to be focusing. If you're an entrepreneur, something we mapped out with a lot was like, what is the pricing we need to have in order to like have room to pay for our health and our personal goals that we have, and how does our personal life and our health feed into our business? So that was really powerful. If you're, not an entrepreneur, you're still able to get really clear on the budget. What are our savings goals? What are our big dreams that we have? And how can we accomplish this quickly and in a way that's also sustainable and respecting our health boundaries? So it's a very integrated, it's very holistic approach. It's a nice long call. It can be anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes. I give us that time to dive deep, and it's an incredibly powerful call. And everyone that's had that call has said they have come away with an insane amount of clarity in how they're going to move forward into their big picture visions. And then we move into phase two, which is money recovery. And this is months 3 and 4. And what we're going to be doing during months 3 and 4, or phase two, is we're going to be doing the coursework, which is yoga, money therapy, cycle syncing, emotional spending, going back to your roots, understanding where a lot of this money trauma, where these feelings are coming from. And we're going to dive really deep. If you're in the inner circle, we have an incredibly emotional call. Lots of tears. It's a very safe space, though. And then, of course, we have workbook exercises for you to follow up with. During money recovery, during phase two, it's the same as in phase one. We're going to have a monthly finance call where we're co-working your finances, and we're also going to have a monthly co-working goals call. During that monthly finance accountability call, again, we're doing your budget. We have our co-working goals call, again, a monthly call where you're working on your personal health and wealth goals. We're going to have a pre-recorded training from an incredibly fun yoga instructor who has the best playlist. I'm obsessed. During phase two, we're also having a live group call, but during this call, it's going to be a training with a dear friend of mine and a powerful coach and psychic medium. And she is the founder of Channel of the Alpha. I actually recently just did a meditation where we dove incredibly deep and we were working with our inner child. And I was shaking after. I was a mess. I ran to talk to her after, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that was incredibly powerful. That was insane. For those of you that are in the inner circle, that is a live guest training that we have, and it goes with the money recovery of getting deep into your roots and really understanding where these traumas, where these habits, patterns that we're not so crazy about are coming from. Next, we get into phase three. And if you're in the inner circle, that is months 5 and 6. And this is habitual abundance. And during phase three, we have coursework that's focused on visualization and manifestation. That's a practice in creating habits that truly last and connecting with our inner guidance. And of course, we have workbook exercises. It's incredibly powerful to allow yourself to be your own guide and build that trust within yourself where you know, hey, I got this. I know I can come back to this. And now I have the strength within myself to help me move forward. And then, of course, we have workbook exercises that follow up with everything that help you build upon everything you're learning. And during habitual abundance, the last final phase, we will, of course, have those monthly finance calls and those monthly co-working goals call. Lastly, we will have a one-to-one individual call with me. This is going to be your final one-to-one call where you and me meet outside of the group, just the two of us. And we're going to look over how this program has been for you. Where are we still struggling? How will we be doing moving forward? And get everything that you can out of this experience and tap into things that maybe we're missing, or maybe things are going really well and we're ready to build upon this. It's an incredible time to brainstorm strategies, discuss struggles, and have a solid, strong foundation that will help you move into the rest of your life and the final phases of the coursework. So that is the entire program from month 1 to 6. It's incredibly powerful. We have the 3 phases. We start with financial awareness, then we move into money recovery, and then we move into habitual abundance. A few other things that you get when you join the Peaceful Money Club, whether it be self study or as the inner circle, is you get full access to the meditation library. And I'm always adding new meditations each month. We have a sleep meditation so you can work on your subconscious while you're sleeping. We also have quick 5 to 10 minute meditations. I love to hear your feedback. If you're like, oh my gosh, I really want this meditation, Hannah. It's something that I love to do. So I'm really excited to add in any kind of meditations that you guys are looking for. So when you join the Peaceful Money Club, you get access to this entire meditation library that is constantly growing. And it's really wonderful to be able to just open up the meditation library, go on a walk with your dog or by yourself in nature and listen to these meditations. If you're an inner circle member, you will get 6 months of one-to-one coaching with me and group access. It's an incredibly powerful goal accelerator program for your health, your wealth, your business, your personal life, your finances. We're tapping into everything, and it's all about helping you get into your highest self and bridge the gap, grow those roots. You're going to have 4 live group trainings that build upon whatever we're focusing in that phase of the program with 2 guest experts. You also have a monthly group finance call where we're going to be going over your finances together as a group. You're going to have a monthly co-working goals call where you can focus on your goals for your personal life, your health, and your wealth, and your relationships. And you get full access to all pre-recorded course content, workbooks created to change and accelerate your day-to-day habits so you can really start hitting those goals in a balanced way that feels aligned with each and every part of the multidimensional you. The next incredible thing for Inner Circle members is Slack access, where you can talk one-to-one with me or share with the group. I will be there to support you and help you and talk with you as you're working through these big changes that are happening in your life. And if you decide to pay it full, you also get instant access to everything in my designer and template shop, which is an insane amount of templates that I have curated over the last few years for business owners. This includes my website templates, which are 3 website templates that are designed for Show It. This also includes my brand and marketing strategy template, my social media proposal template, and my brand proposal and pricing breakdown so you can see exact prices on everything that I've used to help me hit my 6-figure business. You're also going to have access to my designer bundle, which is 40 canned emails for business owners, service providers. It's going to have my client feedback form in Google, and you're going to have the master brand and web workflow in ClickUp. So it's a lot of stuff. It's worth about $2,000 in total, and you get that completely for free when you join the Peaceful Money Club Inner Circle and pay in full. So again, this is a goal propeller program that is going to help you transform into the most abundant version of yourself with strategies and tools set at a realistic pace that any busy mom or business owner or both can absolutely handle. You'll have guidance from me and the group, along with incredible guest experts. The Peaceful Money Club Inner Circle is 6 months long, and it starts in March and goes until August of 2024. We only open up the Inner Circle about once a year, and you get all of the incredible things I talked about. If you're interested in the self-study program, that is also available, and you can join that at any time. Of course, the prices will go up as more things are added, so get in when you can. I'm super excited to see you there and grow alongside you.